Hello everyone, welcome back to Frequency Upgrade. Today we talk about why you feel stuck and what to do about it. And the short answer is, if you feel stuck, stop feeling to be stuck. Just think about something else. And many of us, we are so consumed with the idea and the reasons why we cannot do something that we forget to think about what we actually can do. And many of us, we find all kinds of reasons why we cannot do this or why we are stuck where we are. Yeah, my childhood memory, my family, my colleagues, my uh, current situation. It's raining outside. And I was never good at this. All this kind of excuses, all these kind of reasons are a way to distract ourselves from what we really want. And we feel stuck because we think about feeling stuck. We think about being stuck. We have this mindset. We have our thoughts, and as you keep thinking the same thought over and over again, you basically wire your brain. You rewire your brain to think this thought much easier, to make it easier to remember the thought and to make it a habit to think it. As you think it, you create a, a body reaction, and this body reaction causes you to feel a certain way. So it starts with a thought, then you start feeling a certain way. Because you start to feel a certain way, your thought gets feeded and amplified by that. So you think something, you get a feedback from the emotion, and because you feel a certain way that you started initially feeling about, you continue to think the same thought. And as you are in this loop of thinking and feeling, and you repeat this over and over again, and what started as a conscious thought becomes subconscious. Your body language is your subconscious mind. So it starts consciously, you feel a certain way, and you kind of get used to this feeling. And not only does your brain rewire, it's also your body gets used to the hormones, to the receptors that receive the messengers in your body to make you feel a certain way. And the more you feel a certain way, the more receptors there are, and the more of the same feeling you need. And what starts out as a thought becomes a feeling, and the feeling becomes a state of being, and your state of being becomes your behavior, and your behavior over time becomes your character. And what is your character becomes your destiny, your life. And what starts out as a single thought actually leads up to determine the rest of your life. And when you think something like, I cannot do this, you really cannot do it, because this is you're setting up your entire body, your entire environment to reflect this exact thought. And what happens is, by perpetuating this thought over and over again, also as an excuse, because whenever we think something, we change, we say, okay, I want to change that, and you get out of this cycle of the same thinking. You actually act against your body, you act out of your comfort zone, and your body wants to maintain this state because it's energy efficient. Everything is optimized for this thought, for this feeling, for this state of being. And you're basically you're addicted. You're like an addict to your own thinking, and everything that comes with it. So you program your brain and your body for years with all these different beliefs that you have that became your character and your behavior and basically your life. And you identify yourself with this life of yours. And but what you also should notice is that you can actually change anytime any of this. And there's absolutely nothing that holds you back to do that. And as you keep practicing new thoughts, you will rewire your brain and your body will adjust, and eventually you have a new state of being, a new behavior, a new character, and then you have a new past in your life because you do things differently and you feel different about the things that you do. And so why do you feel stuck? Because you focus on the things that don't serve you. You focus on all the excuses. I'm exercising on a regular basis, and I used to have all kinds of excuses to not exercise. I didn't have the space, I didn't have the tools, I didn't have the equipment, I didn't have the time, the energy, life is bad. And what ended up happening is that I started out exercising for a while, and before I knew it, I stopped again. A couple of weeks I exercised, and then a couple of months I didn't do anything. Then I started again, I started running again, I started doing some other exercises. Before you know it, I stopped it again. And the reason why I stopped were actually on that particular days, it was like something which could have been avoided or which were not really reason, they were just excuses. And what ends up happening, you're justifying yourself in front of yourself, in front of others, why you cannot do certain things. And you're so busy with justifying all of that and focusing all your attention is all the reasons, 10 reasons why you cannot do this, instead of finding 10 options how to do it or brainstorming ideas how to get where you want. Instead of thinking all the time that you don't make money, try to brainstorm 10 ideas that help you to make money. You know, it's all a mindset. It's all the way we used to think. And the thing is, when we think we have a memory and we use it as an excuse. Yeah, I had this childhood memory when I was 5 years old. My mom told me that I'm not good at drawing, and since then I know I'm not good at it, and that's why I never did it again, and because I'm not good at it. But as you might assume, that is absolutely not true. I mean, you only think that you are not good at something, but you can easily change it at any given time. And every time you have a memory, you actually have the memory of the last memory. And the memory that you think, the moment you do this, you overwrite the old memory by the memory of the new memory. But you are not, the past is gone. The past, it doesn't exist other than you perpetuating the memory of the previous memory. So you are using the old alignment in your brain, and you use the same circuits. You use the same circuits that you used to use. And unless you change it, the way you think, you will never change the way you feel. And the reason why you're stuck is because you don't focus on what you want, you focus on what you don't want. And you get so used to it that you don't even realize it. So whenever you feel stuck, you have a problem, or whenever you feel like it's not going your way, focus on what you want. And make it an exercise to think about what do you want and how do you get it. This is so important, and we are so used to think that, we're so focused on all the excuses, rather than using, if you would use only half of the energy that you use to justify and explain and perpetuate and enforce your excuses, if you use part of this energy or even all of the energy to focus and to do what you want and to get what you want, how far could you have come? And how long do you want your past to determine your future? How long do you allow those experiences happen 5, 10, 20 years ago, 30 years ago? How long do you want these memories to determine your future? And when you look back, you see that your future is a reflection of your past. And if you don't change your past by changing your thoughts or the way you think about it and making the right choices in the present moment, you will never have anything different. Same input, same output. Change your input and you will see that the output will change too. So with this being said, I have only one question for you, and I encourage you to answer or to ask yourself these questions every day, even if you don't know the answer yet. Only thinking about it will open up new ways, new thought patterns, and close down old thought patterns that no longer serve you. This question is, what do you want? What do you want? And if you say, yeah, I don't want this, I don't want that, that's fine. You already take out of your life what you don't want. And when you know all the stuff that you don't want, you have only so much left which you can do. And do you want to complain? Do you want to focus on your problems? Or do you want to focus on solutions and outcomes and the way you want to feel rather than the way you don't want to feel? So the power is with you, like always. And it might seem difficult first, but the more you get used to it, that the power is with you, the more you're gonna like it, because you see that everything is up to you, and so is the way you think. With this being said, this is my session for today. Ask yourself, what do you want? And then you will be unstuck. And yeah, with this being said, see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye.